Hey friends, want to speak Spanish more smoothly? You bet! Today we're going to discover a secret tool, Spanish connectors. These little words are like bridges, connecting your ideas and making your Spanish sound smooth and natural. Imagine building a house without nails or glue. A total mess, right? Connectors are like the glue for your Spanish sentences. They help you speak clearly and confidently. With connectors, you can say way more than simple sentences. You can tell stories, share what you think, and have real conversations in Spanish. Ready to make your Spanish better? Let's go! Why are connectors so important? They do a lot of cool things for your Spanish. First, connectors make you sound like a native speaker. Native speakers use connectors all the time without even trying. If you use them, you'll sound much better right away. Second, connectors help you share your ideas clearly. They show how your thoughts connect, making it easier for others to understand. Third, connectors make your Spanish more interesting. They add variety, keeping people listening. So, if you want to speak Spanish clearly and confidently, you need connectors. Let's start with connectors that show cause and effect. These connectors are essential in making your sentences more coherent and meaningful. They help you link ideas smoothly and make your speech or writing more persuasive and understandable. These connectors help you explain why things happen. They are the glue that holds your thoughts together, making it easier for others to follow your reasoning. By using them, you can clearly express the cause behind an action or event. Porque, because this is your main connector for giving a reason. It's one of the most commonly used connectors in Spanish, and it helps you provide a clear explanation for your actions or thoughts. For example, no fui a la fiesta porque estaba cansado. I didn't go to the party because I was tired. This sentence shows a direct cause and effect relationship, clarifying why the person didn't attend the party. Así que, Soda used this to show a result. It's a great way to connect an action with its consequence, helping your listener understand the outcome of a situation. For example, está lloviendo, así que no saldré. It's raining, so I won't go out. This sentence links the weather condition to the decision not to go out, making the reasoning easy to follow. Por lo tanto, therefore, this connector is perfect for a conclusion. It helps you summarize your thoughts and present a final result based on the information provided. For example, estudié mucho, por lo tanto, aprobé el examen. I studied hard, therefore I passed the test. This sentence effectively shows the relationship between the effort put into studying and the successful outcome. Por eso. That's why. This is great for explaining why you like or do something. It helps you provide a reason for your preferences or actions, making your statements more personal and relatable. For example, me gusta la música, por eso toco la guitarra. I like music, that's why I play the guitar. This sentence connects the person's love for music with their action of playing the guitar, making their motivation clear. These connectors make your Spanish sound logical. They help you build more complex and nuanced sentences, allowing you to express your thoughts more clearly and effectively. By mastering these connectors, you'll be able to communicate more fluently and confidently in Spanish. Let's add some contrast to your Spanish. Today, we are going to explore some essential connectors that will make your conversations more dynamic and engaging. These connectors are perfect for showing differences or surprises in your sentences. These connectors show differences or surprises. They are the spice that can transform a simple sentence into something much more interesting and nuanced. Let's start with pero, but. This word is used to introduce a different idea or to show a contrast. It's one of the most common connectors and very useful in everyday conversations. For example, quiero ir al cine, pero no tengo dinero. I want to go to the movies, but I don't have money. This sentence shows a desire followed by a contrasting reality. Next, we have sin embargo. However, this connector is used to introduce a surprising or unexpected contrast. It's a bit more formal than pero and adds a touch of sophistication to your speech. For example, me gusta el invierno, sin embargo, prefiero el verano. I like winter, however I prefer summer. Here, the speaker expresses a preference that might be surprising given the initial statement. Another useful connector is aunque, although. This word is used to acknowledge one fact while introducing another that might seem contradictory. It's great for adding depth to your statements. For example, aunque llueva, ir a la fiesta. Although it's raining, I will go to the party. This shows determination despite an obstacle. Lastly, We have en cambio, on the other hand. This connector is perfect for making comparisons between two different things or situations. It helps to highlight contrasts effectively. For example, ella es alta, en cambio, su hermano es bajo. She is tall. On the other hand, her brother is short. This sentence clearly compares the height of two siblings. These connectors make your Spanish more interesting and engaging. By using them, you can add layers of meaning to your conversations, making them more dynamic and enjoyable for both you and your listeners. So go ahead and spice up your Spanish with these fantastic connectors. Section 5. Add some flavor with addition connectors. Let's add more information with these connectors. Why? And this adds things together. For example, compré pan y leche. I bought bread and milk. Además, besides. This adds extra information. For example, me gusta leer, además de escribir. I like to read, besides writing. También, also too. Use this to say someone else does something too. For example, yo también quiero ir. I also want to go. Así como, as well as. This adds similar things. For example, habla español, así como inglés. She speaks Spanish as well as English. These connectors make your Spanish sentences more detailed. Section 6. Time to get organized. Sequence connectors. Let's organize your ideas. Primero, first. This is where you start a list. For example, primero, vamos a comer. First, we are going to eat. Luego, then. This is what happens next. For example, luego, iremos al cine. Then we will go to the movies. Después, after. This is what happens later. For example, después de cenar, veremos una película. After dinner, we will watch a movie. Finalmente, finally. This is the last thing. For example, finalmente, llegamos a casa. Finally, we arrived home. These connectors help you tell stories clearly. Section 7. Examples and purpose. Mastering the art of clarity. In this section, we will delve into the importance of using connectors to enhance the clarity of your Spanish. By mastering these connectors, you can make your sentences more precise and your communication more effective. Let's look at two more types of connectors. First, connectors for examples. These connectors help you provide specific instances to support your statements, making your communication more vivid and understandable. Por ejemplo, for example. This gives an example. It is used to introduce a specific instance that illustrates your point. For example, me gustan las frutas. Por ejemplo, las manzanas. I like fruits, for example apples. This sentence shows how you can use por ejemplo to specify a type of fruit you like. Como, like such as. This gives a similar example. It is used to compare or list items that share common characteristics. For example, hay animales peligrosos como los leones. There are dangerous animals, such as lions. This sentence uses como to highlight lions as an example of dangerous animals. Now let's move on to connectors that show purpose. These connectors explain the reason behind an action, helping to clarify your intentions. Para, to, in order to. This explains why you do something. It is used to indicate the purpose or goal of an action. For example, estudio para aprender. I study to learn. This sentence shows how para is used to explain the purpose of studying. A fin de, in order to. This shows your goal. It is another way to express the purpose of an action. For example, trabajo a fin de ganar dinero. I work in order to earn money. This sentence uses a fin de to explain the goal of working. These connectors make your Spanish clearer. By using them effectively, you can ensure that your sentences are well structured and your communication is precise. Mastering these connectors is a crucial step in becoming proficient in Spanish. Section 8. Time to shine. Practice and impress. You've learned lots of Spanish connectors. Now let's practice. Try these sentences. 1. Quiero ir a la playa. Hace mucho calor. I want to go to the beach, it's very hot. 1. Me gusta bailar. También me gusta cantar. I like to dance, I also like to sing. 1. Estudio español, quiero viajar a España. I study Spanish, I want to travel to Spain. Answers. 1. Pero, but. 2. We and. 3. Porque, because. Practice using connectors in real conversations. Talk to Spanish speakers, watch movies and shows and read. Don't worry about mistakes. Keep practicing and have fun. Good luck!